Good morning, guys. It's Teddy there purring away. So I'm rough and ready this morning, and it's not going to be a long one because I'm actually very tired. So we had snow here last night, and I live in a motorhome in an awning, and I think sometimes the snow is a little bit more worrying than the wind, because I've sort of got the wind nailed where I can hold corners and things, but the snow's really heavy, really heavy. So I've got my brooms positioned to hold everything up, because the last time it snowed I couldn't get out of the actual motorhome because I couldn't get out the door because the awning had come down so far, and if the awning goes, my home out there goes. So because I literally at 1:30 last night, before I sort of nodded off, and then I woke up and thought, no, I'm going to have to go out. So in my dressing gown, my big dressing gown, and my rigger boots, at 1:30 last night, I was standing on a chair, because I haven't got step ladders, with a broom, pushing off all the snow on my awning. But I'm really grateful that I did do that, because I've got all my heaters in the awning, and I've put them high so that any snow that then comes on can't settle on my awning, and it worked. So I'm really grateful for that. I'm very tired, but I'm grateful it's Sunday. Not that I've got a normal 9 to 5 working life, but I have actually, today was my day that I was going to sit down and do loads of work, which I can do because I can actually sit in bed and do that. So that's absolutely fine. Grateful for that I can sit in bed and work, because I can stay warm. Although it's colder in here than it is in the awning at the moment. But what I am, so before I came on, I'm loving this accountability for me, because what's happening is I wouldn't have just sat before I came on here and really thought about what I was grateful for. I would have just got on with my day, and it probably would have then been like, I'm tired, bloody snow, me new. But actually, because I've sat and had to think about what it is that I'm grateful for, it's pulled me out of that. And I didn't realise it had pulled me out of that until I'm literally talking now. But one of the things because what I was then having to do was like go inside and think, what is different then? Come on, what is it? And what I'm really grateful for is that I have done enough work, shadow work, programs, all of the things that used to bother me, all the things that used to trigger. I've done so much work, so much inner work, that my nervous system is really just calm. And so being up at 1:30 and going and doing the snow, which took a good 20 minutes in my dressing gown, I was absolutely piss wet and cold. There was no adrenaline running. There was no stress. And this morning, I went out there literally as soon as I got up, straight out there before my cup of tea, to see, and there was no snow on the top of my awning, and it worked. But if there had have been loads of snow on there, I would have just got on. There wouldn't have been any stress associated with it. And I'm calm now. So what this is doing for me is actually making me really hone in on how I feel about things. And when things, I mean, snow on the onion, it could have been really bad. It's making me really realise how I'm feeling and how calm I am. Can't you hear my voice? It's getting croakier. And so I'm really, really grateful for that, because I'm obviously now in a stage of life where I've done a lot of inner work. It's paid off because I'm just calm. I feel really, really, really calm. I was going to say something, popped into my head then and it's gone out again, of what I was going to say, because it's quite important, because it's popped into my head a few times of like, oh, I really want to say that. Oh, that was it. The only time I've not felt calm this morning, and this is fascinating, and when I start doing my understanding anxiety workshops again, this is one of the things that I will bring up in those. This is fascinating. For me it is anyway. I don't know whether you'll find it fascinating. The only time I felt stressed this morning and anxiety or a little bit of a wobble is when I projected myself into the future and worried about, once I've had this operation a week tomorrow, if it snows then, I'm not going to be able to be up in the night and do. Now that is something that I don't know is going to happen. And yeah, if it does snow, it might snow in the day. There is no way that I know that that might happen, will happen, or how indeed, if it did happen, how it would show up. And so that anxiety is what's that holding on to? It's holding on to nothing concrete. And it's the only time that I had a wobble this morning. So I'm really grateful for being able to catch that and understand that the only time that I felt stressy was the thoughts sort of stop, think about what I was thinking about, and it was because I was thinking about the future, which is what anxiety is, the fear of what might happen in the future. I went into stress. And then I was like, no, you can't think about that. That's worrying about something that has not happened, might not even snow, don't even know whether it's forecast. And so because I understand how anxiety operates and how it shows up and all of those things, I was able to calm myself down immediately. So that is, again, I'm really grateful because this is how my mind works. So now that has got me all excited about getting understanding anxiety workshops up and running again, because this is exactly what I teach people. And so this little bit of knowledge has helped me come back into equilibrium and calm. So I'm really grateful for that. And actually, from starting, I thought I'd only come on for a minute because I'm groggy and I'm tired. But actually, we're coming up for 9 minutes, sorry. But it's because I don't know whether you guys can feel my energy, but I can definitely feel my energy from when I started this to the end of this. I feel invigorated right now to when I started. So that is really good. That's really good. So I've sort of talked myself into gratitude, haven't I? Yay! I'll see you this afternoon then.